Hey, what's up guys? Simon Rawadi here from Slyletica. Hope you're all well. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. We're going live again this morning. Let's see how this is going. Allow your viewers to request to join. Yeah, sure. This is cool. I've not done this before, so I'm going to check this out. Of course, before we get started, as always, if you are looking to start your own clothing label, head over to apparelcreators.com. That's apparelcreators.com. You'll be able to schedule a call with our team, see how this is going. I'm sitting in a new place today, so let's sort this out. That's looking all right. Unreal. Cool. So, what we're going to talk about today. Today we're going to talk about the importance of surrounding yourself with like-minded people. We've all heard the saying, before you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most amount of time with. And so I want to talk about purposely making a decision to spend time with like-minded people, or people who are at a level where you would like to be, not necessarily, if you're just getting started, you just want to find somebody who's that one step a little bit ahead, so that you can learn from. And talking about kind of finding mentors and how you can do that, because it seems to be a topic that we get asked a lot about by our clients, of course, particularly the clients who are just getting started or have just launched a clothing brand. They're often talking about, working 9 to 9 or ridiculous hours, and kind of having a bit of a lonely experience, as a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of brand owners would, I'm sure, be able to relate to. And so we want to talk about surrounding yourself with like-minded people, where to find them, what to do, a few places that I highly recommend and that I'm personally a part of, but also a couple of other places, and just some really basic things that you'll probably be able to do today to help you find some more like-minded people whilst you're on your business journey and launching your own clothing brand, or any brand in particular. So without any further ado, let's get into it and talk about surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Of course, before I forget and before I get started, why don't you talk about surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Now, before we get started, if you are looking to start your own clothing label, or if you have your own clothing brand already, we work with businesses, influencers, creators through YouTube, and content creators, as well as just people who have an idea and really want assistance in taking this idea and turning it into a reality. We can help you make that happen. Head over to apparelcreators.com. That's apparelcreators.com, and you'll be able to schedule a call with our team there and understand a little bit more about us. And of course, we'd love to understand a little bit more about you and take it further from there. That's apparelcreators.com. So guys, we've spoken about this before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most amount of time with. You've probably heard it time and time again, the saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. That's somewhat true. Obviously, it's quite extreme, but it does actually make a lot of sense. And it's really important to be aware of the surrounding and the environment that you're in. Simply because often when you're looking to start your own clothing brand, you're going to need some positive reinforcement. You're starting to think about different things, think about things differently. Perhaps you've set a 5-year plan, and we've covered that in the past. And now you're trying to make the decisions to move towards that 5-year plan. You're going to get some resistance, and what you really need is support, help, community, people who've done it already. People can show you that it's not difficult and here's the pathway to get there. So you want to actually purposely move in the direction and put yourself in a place that is surrounded by those kind of people. And that's actually how the right place at the right time happens, is that you've purposely put yourself in the right place, and it happens to be the right moment, and you meet the right people, and you actually connect and grow your business and your brand from there. So I want to share some tips around how you actually do that. Number one, first and foremost, pretty simple. Facebook groups are everywhere these days. So, simply looking up marketing Facebook group, if that's what you're looking for, or Facebook advertising or Google advertising or business owners in general, I'm sure you'll be able to find thousands of groups. Probably pick one that doesn't have 1 million people in there, because it's going to be difficult to connect with that many people. So maybe go for a bit of a smaller one, maybe one that's in your local area. But Facebook group is literally something you could do right now to surround yourself with people who are starting to think a little bit more like yourself. Number 2, you've got meetup groups. Of course, you can Google Meetup and look for events in your local area. There are some amazing people, actually some of our partners that we use here, Law Squared in particular do fantastic events quite often. Often they're free, and if they are paid, they're quite minimal, and they're sharing amazing content. I was lucky enough to speak at a Law Squared event late last year, I believe it was, and met some incredible people who are doing some amazing things there. So meetup groups and events are fantastic. Law Squared, check them out and follow them on all of their socials. They're fantastic people to connect with. I personally have also joined entrepreneur clubs. I'm part of a group called CUB, C-U-B, which is the Club of United Business. They have clubhouses in Sydney and Melbourne. I think they have multiple in Sydney and looking to open multiple in Melbourne and expand throughout Australia over the coming years. So they're fantastic. Actually was invited to a CUB dinner with some amazing people last night, and got to meet some people who are doing some incredible things. Accounting firms, social media agencies, and many more similar businesses, I guess, that can help myself and help my clients, and also help, I guess, me personally by just meeting these directors and these owners of these businesses. And highly recommend you look for those type of clubs. Obviously, they have different criteria to join them, but CUB is a fantastic one. There's also EO. I think EO is Entrepreneur Organization. You do need to be doing, I believe it's over $1 million US a year to join EO, but they're another one that you could possibly look into. I personally didn't necessarily work for me in terms of EO and what they offered, which is why I chose CUB, but that's another one that does work for a lot of people, and they're a fantastic organization who do lots of organized events and planning and mentoring and all those type of things. I guess it's 3 very quick tips. Facebook groups, meetups, EOs, and entrepreneur clubs. It's not rocket science, is it? But I think it's one of the most important things that a lot of people don't do or don't realize that they need to do when they're just getting started. It's really hard when you're just getting started to kind of be a lone soldier in there and trying to talk to your friends and family about what you're trying to do. And if they're not doing it or have not done it before, it's quite a difficult conversation to have, to be able to go, well, this is what I'm trying to do. What do you guys think? And their opinion doesn't necessarily align with the things that you need to hear. And I'm obviously not saying lose all of your friends. Some of my best friends from 10 years ago are still my best friends today. And I still love spending time with them. And at the same time, I've developed new friendships for different conversations. And I think that's really important to do as you grow as a business leader, as an entrepreneur in your own right. I want to share a quick story. Obviously, I shared already briefly, but at CUB, we went to Rare Steakhouse over in the Melbourne CBD, which is a beautiful steak restaurant. I think we spent 4 or 5 hours there. It was definitely later than what my 8:45 p.m. bedtime requires. And to be honest, I got home and my wife was like, "Hey, how was it?" And I was like, "You know what? It was really great. It was, we had a great conversation. We got to chat. It was kind of like everybody was best friends, even though we just met, because it's kind of like this cliquey environment, and you kind of realize that, well, I'm not the only one who's kind of going through these things of trying to build a team. Jason, one of the guys there who runs the accounting place that I was talking about, and sorry, Jace, I've completely forgotten the name and can't give you a plug here. Might try and put in the comments if you're watching, or if you do end up watching this video. My bad. But he's at 22 staff, and he's actually been able to get to 22 from I believe it was 2 years, or they just finished their 3rd year. So very similar to us in the growth, and some very similar challenges around managing a team that size, and how do we continue to grow that. And so just having a conversation around that and realizing you're not the only one with those sort of challenges is really interesting. And then obviously I was speaking to Daniel, who's the founder of Cub, or one of the founders, absolutely legend of a guy, Daniel Hakim. I can remember his name, and we'll also tag in video. It was fantastic. Actually it was because of them that we came up with the content for today, because they were talking about the importance of surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals. And I thought, that's a great topic to talk about with our customers and with our followers and our fans. And hopefully I've been able to share some things that you can take home and implement as well. I think it's definitely extremely important to find a group of individuals, if possible 5, who are either at the same journey as you're on, or have already experienced that and can assist you in getting there. And these are people that you're spending the most amount of time with. So they're not necessarily mentors, they're just like-minded people. Obviously, mentors are extremely important as well, and we can do another topic on another day about how to find those, and whether it's paying them or not paying them. I think it's important that you have them in your life. And mentors don't need to be, billion-dollar people. Mentors simply can be somebody who is already at the level that you want to be. That could be a mentor. And then once you get there, you mentor up. So it's really important to find those people in your life as well. I hope that's helped, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you are looking to create your own clothing brand, or if you already have a clothing brand, Slyletica and our team work with business owners, influencers, entrepreneurs, or people who are looking to get started, as well as global enterprises. We are the secret creators of new apparel brands, and have likely created something that you're wearing right now or have worn in the past. We just don't like to brag about it. So if you are looking to create your own apparel line, or grow your existing apparel brand, head over to apparelcreators.com. That's apparelcreators.com. You'll be able to schedule a call with our lovely team members, who will chat through all of our products and services and see if we're a right fit for each other. Appreciate that we're not for everybody, and of course we, like you, want to make sure that we're in it for the long term with the people that we work with. And so it's really important for us to have a good understanding about what you're trying to do, and for you to have a good understanding about how we can help make that happen. I hope that's helped some way today, guys. Look after yourselves. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be in the comments as always, replying to any questions that you have, and I look forward to sharing some more content with you over the coming days. Happy Valentine's Day for those of you in the world who are watching this on the 14th of February. Happy Valentine's Day, and happy Singles Day if you're single. Actually, I've got some really cool things planned for my wife today, so I'm going to head over and start doing that. But of course, if there's anything you need from us, we'd love to help you. Hit reply in the comments, and we'll be there to help answer any questions. Have a great day and take care. See you later.